name is Samantha and I am the Huga Stitcher. I'm coming to you from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Welcome to my home here, and I have a really exciting episode planned for you today. I have been working really hard over the last month, with some new starts. I have a finish, which is really exciting, and all about the stitch alongs, all the things. And I have also, over the last month, I had attended and been a part of the Winnipeg Embroidery Guild. They had a seminar this past June, and that was really, really fun. And I can't wait to share a little bit more about that later. And just to share about what I experienced while I was there. It was really, really fun, a really important time in my life. I had a great time. And yeah, I want to share with you all that I have stitched over the last month. So let's get started. I always start off with my book a days because I spend a lot of time using this, the Needlework Press Book a Days, and I have a lot of fun, decorating each page with stickers and recording, what I'm working on, and I make plans of what I want to work on the next month after that. And I always want to show you, this is starting to grow. These are my current works in progress. In the month of January, I wrote down, where I was when I had started certain projects. And as I've been going along, I add a new project to the list, and it lets me know when I started it, and it kind of gives me a marker of like, ooh, what haven't I worked on in a little while, and what do I need to bring out? But also, sometimes I like to plan, for certain months of the year. Like for July, I wanted to bring out some of my Christmas projects. And, I look back and like, oh yeah, I haven't worked on that one in a long time. So I wanted to do that for the month of July. And it kind of gives me a look of like, what's missing from my, from my WIP collection, what's missing. I have a great selection of Mirabilias and Nora Corbett's. I have some samplers coming. I have a stocking for Christmas, some stitch alongs, things like that. And yeah, I'm really trying to build up my collection of WIPs. It's been really, really fun to use the book a days. So here I am, month of June. Really, really busy month for me with attending seminar and working for Lizzie B's, the local needlework shop here. So I had some shifts over the last month, which has been really, really exciting for me too. And July doesn't have any stickers yet. I'm just getting started. I wrote down a couple of projects that I've been working on so far, but I'm planned today. I brought out my sticker books. I used the Antiquarium sticker book. There's a couple of them that I have here. This one, I brought them out because today I want to decorate my month of July. These are the ones I use. You can find these on Amazon. They're really, really great. Or at a local bookstore too. That's where I found mine. I found mine at Chapters, I believe. Anyway, so those are those. And so I'll start off with Stitch Along. I have been joining Amber, Rogue Mama Stitcher, Jordan, the Tattooed Stitcher, and Bernadette, who is Burn Stitches on Flosstube. The group of ladies had started a sew to stitch sal with this cute, adorable stitch called Clean Day. And I am really, really excited. I have finished. So the sew to stitch sal the idea was, if you've never done one before, the hashtag was my first sew to sal, and this was my first, so that's why I joined. So here we go, everyone. I found a piece of fabric that was in my collection that, it's just a small little piece. I believe this is a lavender, I think it was called, Lavender Lugana. So I thought that was a fun color to use. I've been, trying to figure out what I was going to use this fabric for, and it was the perfect size, and I thought it was really cute. I had a lot of fun stitching this. This was a little bit of a challenge for me. I'd never done anything like this before. It's a lot of, there wasn't a huge amount of colors, maybe 12, I think. And, but it's almost like, how do I describe it? Sort of pixeled looking. And it doesn't come together until you do the back stitching. Once you add the back stitching, it comes to life, which is really kind of cool to see. I had started right in the middle, and I had done the pants, and I did this broom and the little bucket with the kitten in it. and this bucket over here, and then I backstitched it, all the bottom half of the design, which was really fun to see that come together. And then I worked on the top half. I worked my way up. And some of the colors that I used, I had to buy new DMC for this design because I didn't have the colors. There were some really bright, like these bright yellows, and the reds and pink. There was a pink in there that was like a hot pink. I was like, wow, I've never used that color before. It was really fun actually to use some of those fun colors. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was really fun. And I'm excited to say this is my first finish of 2023. I have been really working on this past year, building up my collection of whips. And I have been wanting to make really great progress on each one. I've shared this before. I have been working on having a different variety of stitches and have different patterns at different stages. So I want to have some new starts. I want to have some projects that are in the middle, halfway through, and I want to have some projects that are near the end. That's been my whole goal for this year, is to kind of work towards that and then keep it up. Because what I realized last year was that I had been really focused on what do I have that's close to the end, and I finished them all up. And now I have nothing that is like really close to the end, that feeling, you know, when it's exciting when you're at the end. But when you finish a project and then you have to start back at a brand new one and start from the beginning, you know, it takes a while to sort of build up what the picture looks like. And yeah, so that's what I have been working on. So this was a quick little stitch, and it took me, I want to say actually about 2 weeks, I think, to complete, scattered throughout the month. I'd pick it up for a couple of days and then put it away, work on something else, bring it out again. And what encouraged me was watching others on Instagram stitch theirs. And then I was like, oh yeah, I want to finish that one and get it out again and work on it some more. So I've had a lot of fun with that one. Clean day. So thank you, ladies, for putting on that stitch along. It was really fun. And I'm sure if you are wanting to start your first sort of stitch, you could grab this design and stitch it with everyone else who's doing it on Instagram. Really fun. So there we go, sew to stitch. Okay. While we're on the topic of stitch alongs, I have one coming up too. So I have been dreaming up what I wanted to do for my birthday start. And I had shared with with all of you that I was really excited about the Lila Studio Summer Quaker and when it had come out in market. And my best friend, my best stitchy friend, she purchased everything for me. She purchased the pattern, Summer Quaker, and the fabric to go along with it. She wanted to gift it to me for my birthday. And so I thought, okay, this is perfect. This is going to be my birthday start in the month of August. And perfect time for the Summer Quaker. I have been so honored seeing all the other Flosstubers, all the other stitchers on Instagram who have decided to join the stitch along. It's really flattering seeing everybody get excited about the stitch along. I have been working on making a list of all the Flosstubers who I've noticed that have tagged me in a video or messaged me on Instagram. Hey, I'm joining. I'm just starting to kit it up. So I'm making a list of all the ladies who are deciding to join. And I wrote them down, and I thought maybe you would like to hear some of the names. So we've got Laura from Lila D Stitches. She's joining in on August 1st. We've got Amber, Rogue Mama Stitcher. Hi Amber, thank you so much for joining the Stitch Along. We have Sarah, Lady Lugana. We have Courtney from Courtney Stitches Please. Lisa, hi Lisa, you're amazing. I've been falling in love with your channel and everything that you do. She's also from Canada. She's from Edmonton, and her channel is called Lost in Stitches. Go find Lisa. I'm gonna tag her below if you haven't caught up and met her yet. She's really fun. Also, we have Lauren, who is the New Hampshire stitcher. She's joining too. I just watched her video a couple days ago, and she is starting to kit it up and deciding what fabric to pick and all of this. So that's really exciting. Thanks for joining, Lauren. And we have Debora Carroll Stitcher. I love Debora's channel. She's new. She has maybe 4 videos out now. And Debora Carroll had stitched Spring Quaker. I think she's done, or very, very close to a finish. I can't remember off the top of my head, but she finished Spring Quaker and is really excited to start Summer Quaker. So thank you so much, Debora, for joining. And here's a couple of ladies who I just met on Flosstube, I watched their videos. Jeanette and Cheryl. They have a channel called Garrett Rose's Stitchers. I'm gonna get that wrong. I'm gonna put it down at the bottom because it didn't flow off my tongue very good. Anyways, they are two stitchers. They're from Idaho, and they both work at a needle workshop called Maggie's on Main. When they had mentioned that in their video, I had to go Google, where's Maggie's on Main, in Idaho, and looked up the pictures online of, they both work at an adorable shop that's half needlework, half quilting. And Jeanette, they're both cross stitchers. And Jeanette is more of like the cross stitching side of the store, and Cheryl is more of the quilting side of the shop. She does a lot of finishing for the quilting displays and things like that. I found their channel really, really fun and exciting to watch. So I encourage you to go over and meet them. Really, really fun. They have a ton of talent between the two of them, making project bags and quilting and cross stitching. And the two of them are decided to join the Summer Quaker Stitch Along. So I'm really excited. Thank you, ladies. I'm excited to get to know you more too as time goes on, as you film more Flosstubes. I'm going to be there watching. And also, just a couple of days ago, I met Julie from Julie's Stitching Journey. She just has 3 videos out. She's brand new to Flosstube, and it's really fun and exciting when a new Flosstuber comes around and they start their journey. I started almost 2 years ago, and it's been a wild ride. It's been really, really fun filming these videos and getting to know all of you through the channel. It's been really, really rewarding. So it's fun to see new stitchers join Flosstube community and follow along their journey. So I'm excited to watch Julie's channel too. She's also joining the Summer Stitch Along. And last but not least, we have Lindsay, who is joining the Stitch Along. Her channel is called Lindsay at Cat Fur and Cross Stitch. She's also a brand new Flosstuber, and I believe she has 3 videos out. And what I can say about Lindsay is that she's a very confident stitcher. She has beautiful projects, and her confidence really comes across over the camera. I really enjoy watching her channel and watching her progress. So thank you so much, Lindsay, for joining the Stitch Along. We're gonna have a ton of fun. It's starting August 1st, and we're using the hashtag Live in the Sunshine Sal. So I hope that you will join us. And if I missed anybody, please tag me on Instagram or message me on Instagram. Put a message below in the description and just put, I'm joining too, because I would like to keep a log of who's joining so that I can follow all of your progress. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining. It's going to be really exciting. This is a beautiful, beautiful design. I can't wait to get started. Live in the sunshine, swim in the sea, drink the wild air. How amazing! So many good motifs in this design. They're going to be really exciting to stitch. Awesome. I have decided to stitch mine on a blue fabric. Now, my girlfriend had gifted me fabric, the called for. It was 46 count latte by Fiber on a Whim. And I had decided, because of the Quaker and a lot of the counting and the spacing, I was nervous to do 46 count on this one. So I had decided to save it for a different project, and I've already started. I've started Jane Hopkins on it, and it's been really, really exciting to stitch on. And it was the first time I'd ever used 46 count, so it's a challenge, but also it's coming along. So I can't wait to share more about that with you later. But I have decided to stitch mine on a light blue fabric. Kind of looks like clouds, summer day. This is a hand-dyed fabric by Rolanda called Ice Blue, 36 count. So I've decided to go with 36 count because I really enjoyed the 36 count that I used for Spring Quaker, and I wanted to continue on with that so that they're the same size. And I think this blue fabric is going to be amazing. I've decided to stitch it. I'm going to start it right in the middle of the design because I want to get in to the middle of this Quaker. As you may know, I have been stitching this spring Quaker and had started that stitch along last year, and I had worked on the motifs and the Quaker on the outside and have left the basket in the middle. So on this one, I'm starting on the basket and we'll get to the Quaker after. So that's exciting. I wanted to do it a different way this time. Really, really fun. And I'm using all the called for DMC. I've already kitted up all of the colors, placed them in the floss away bag, so I'm ready to go. It's gonna be really fun. Yeah. Stitch along, birthday start, August 1st. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So thank you so much for those who have decided to join already. And I'm excited to hear if there's any others that are starting to get this up and wanting to join us. So live in sunshine, shall. All right, on to the next stitch along. This is a brand new start for me. I have decided with my girlfriend, my Stitchy friend, she and I have a love for Owl Forest embroidery, and when we found out that the Treasure Island stitch along was coming up, we jumped on, and my girlfriend went a little crazy. She, like in a good way, she went crazy in a good way. She decided that she wanted to make us matching project bags to go along with this stitch along, and I'm excited to share them with you. This is what she had, you know, she went to her store that is not far away from her home and picked out some fabric that she thought would look oceany, Treasure Islandy. So she found this, you know, sort of pirate ship type deal, and she stitched an X where X marks the spot. And what's really cool about this bag is she's created a little pocket on the back, and this is where I keep the design. So if you haven't seen, this was the first, you know, installment of Treasure Island. It's a free pattern on Owl Forest Embroidery. You can go there right now and download the first, you know, I think there's 4 pieces that are out so far, and you can stitch along with us. So Treasure Island, I keep the little pattern in the back pouch, really fun. And I've got my colors down at the bottom here, and a cute little needle miner. You know who else is doing the stitch along? Pam from Just Keep Stitching. She is also joining on this, and I'm really excited about that because I love Just Keep Stitching. I love the channel. I love those ladies, and it's kind of fun when someone else is also stitching along with you. So hi, Pam. Here is my progress so far. Here is some of the colors that I haven't used yet. These are all from Owl Forest Embroidery. My girlfriend went crazy. She stitched us stitching bags, and she got us the threads and all the things, and she shipped them to me. And here's what I've been able to accomplish so far. So there we go, Treasure Island. I had, this was the first piece, this was the second, and this was the third. And when I had gotten my fabric and threads, I decided to start on the second piece because I wanted to start in this corner here and do the end, which if you're reading the books, this is the beginning of the story. It all happens at the beginning of the end. And I'll be honest, I've never read the book Treasure Island. And so I thought what would be kind of fun is I decided to, my daughters helped me find it, where you can listen to someone reading the book. And I found that really, really fun to do while I'm stitching on this project. I have been starting reading, not really reading, but listening to someone else reading the book, which has been really fun. I also watched a Disney version of Treasure Island too, to kind of get a little bit familiar with the characters and, you know, kind of dream up, ooh, I wonder what could be coming in the stitch along. But isn't this cool? I love the sun and moon. That part was really fun to stitch. So I stitched this section first, then the Treasure Island, and then the ship. A piece has already come out, and I believe there's another one coming out this coming week. So I'm excited to get going on this again and do some more. If you've been following my channel, you know that I love a good Owl Forest stitch along. I think I'm gonna have to do them all, everyone. I love the Alice in Wonderland. I made some more progress on that one. So I can't wait to show you. That's coming up right away. And Emerald City. Emerald City is coming close to an end as well for me. I'm almost done that one. And I recently downloaded the 100 Owls, and I'm hoping to kit that one up soon. I know Sarah, Lady Lugana, she also has that one ready to go, and I think we might start it together. That'll be really exciting. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do them all. They're really fun. I really enjoy the patterns, the way they stitch up, and you can like go down to Owl Forest Embroidery, go to the website and download any of the free stitch alongs from the past years and stitch them. They have a DMC conversion where you can, you know, grab colors that are easily for you to get here and stitch it and get creative. I've also been waiting to find someone who is willing to post a conversion that they've done of threads that they could find. Maybe it's Classic Colorworks. Maybe, you know, something done in silks. I don't know. I'm waiting for someone to come along who's come up with a conversion, and when I find them, I'm going to share, you know, where they've discovered these colors and matched them up and had fun with them, because I think that would be really fun to do. Maybe I might try that with 100 Owls, is to come up with my own conversion, because I think that would be really fun to do. A lot of fun to like match up colors and come up with your own ideas. This is my next pattern that I have brought out. This is Teresa Wentzler, Lily Maiden. I love this project. I have a love for Teresa Wentzler, a new love. I recently started this one last year and have, you know, acquired a couple more patterns by Teresa Wentzler. A little nervous to start more than one at a time. So I figured, you know what, it's time to bring this out again, because I would really love to make some great progress on it. And I thought I made some excellent progress. I have been continuing, every time I bring out this design, the greens draw me in. I'm like, oh, I want to get this wing done. I want to get this started up her dress. And I keep going on this green because it's just been really, really enjoyable to stitch. And I'm excited to get more into the border. I would like to get the whole border done and to do the back stitching, and to get in here is all Smyrna crosses. And I can't wait to do them because they're gonna add an element of sparkle. But this green keeps calling me. The spaces that you see here are gonna be all the white lily flowers. So that's been kind of fun to see them come together too, where they're gonna go. Isn't it beautiful? Teresa Wentzler has a gift with color. All of her patterns are, you know, they're a little bit challenging to do, and like, they're not impossible. You just have to be in the right mood and to have like good concentration. Nothing to, you know, this might not be a stitch that you're gonna watch a movie with or something. You know, you're just gonna listen to something and stitch away. But she has a gift with color, and I really, really enjoy this project. I can't wait to get more done on it, because her dress, like this picture is, you know, it's all faded and doesn't show you all the vibrant colors. But look at that dress. It's that pinks. I haven't gotten any pinks into the design yet. It's gonna be really fun. So that was my progress on Teresa Wentzler, Lily Maiden. And here's a project that I have been working on for the last year. This is an Owl Forest embroidery design called Patchwork Calendar. I'm excited to let you know that I finished another square. This has been a project that I bring out whenever, like, I'll set up the new one, put it on the Q-snap, put it in this bag, right? And I bring it with me everywhere. Like, if I know that I have a doctor's appointment that I need to go to with my daughters or something like that, and I'm gonna be there for a little while, I'll bring this pattern with me. It's nice and simple. You just have one color, and this like everything, I don't know, it's a really easy design to see. So that's the one that I worked on and finished. This is the September block. How beautiful is this? Oh, so good. I only have 3 more left to go. October, November, and December. I was really hoping, I don't know if it's gonna happen, probably not, but I was really hoping to have all of them done before my girlfriend comes to visit. She's coming down in the month of August. And during that time, I'm really hoping that we can get the sewing machine out and she could teach me how to make some project bags. Because my goal for this one, for this whole design, is to take each square and create a project bag out of each of them, so that I'll end up with 12 project bags that I can use and store some of my projects in. Be really exciting. So I have a sewing machine here, and I'm gonna bring it with us when we are vacationing together, and it'll be awesome. So I have this one here, this one, and then this one here. 3 left to go. Really, really fun. Okay, that's Patchwork by Owl Forest Embroidery. Next up, we have a Mirabilia. This is Rapunzel. This is one of my projects that I haven't gotten very far on, and I'm really hoping to make some good progress on. So I keep bringing this one out. I love the design. So my goal for this one is I've been trying to finish the top half of her hair and her face and some of her blue dress. So as you'll see here, see where her blue dress is and those curls, these curls here? I'm trying to get those done. So it's a lot of color changing, and I want to get them done all the way across there where you can see her hair on the other side of her body. That's where I'm hoping to get to. So I'm almost there. I made some really great progress getting all of these swirls in and a few more of these deep colors. I want to get across and do the few more swirls here, and then it's on. I'm going down. I'm gonna start doing more of her hair, her braid, all of these green colors, and then starting the pink. That'll be the next step. Oh, this is so gorgeous. I have been working, there are a few pieces that I'm missing from this design. There is some beads that have been really challenging for me to get, is the Magnifica. You know, back then I didn't order the, embellishment kit that would come with all the colors. So I have everything else except for a couple of Magnifica. And once I find them, I'm going to start some of the beading at the top. You see all these little spaces here? Those are all for beads. So there's a beautiful Magnifica. I believe they're like a pinky color. And they're just gonna go all in her hair. Oh, I'm excited. So hopefully I can find those. I keep searching, I keep Googling, finding a Stitchy shop somewhere that carries them. Oh, it's been hard. But I love this design. I want to get back to it. Really fun. That was my new year, new start this year in 2023. This was the very first project that new start for me. So I'm hoping to make some good progress on that one. Next up, we have Owl Forest Embroidery, Alice in Wonderland. Just take a second to absorb that. I'm getting very close to a finish. It's very exciting. If you've been following along on my journey since I started Flosstube, this was the very first stitch along that I ever started with my girlfriend. And when I first started this channel, I had, dreamt up that, I think we're gonna do this one, I think we're gonna kit it up. And my girlfriend, placed an order and got all of the materials for us. She, got fabric and everything and shipped it out to me, and we started it together. We had started in different places, so we're both very close to finish, just in different spots in the design. She started more in the beginning, she did the border, and then she worked along, stitch along here and worked her way down. Whereas I started mine over here, and I worked my way up, and I came down, and then I started the beginning of the stitch along. So I have 3 pieces left, everyone. 3 to go. Over the last month, I stitched these two trees with the beautiful, I don't know what they are. They almost look like hearts. They kind of remind me of apples. And then I got to stitch that big mushroom in the middle, the caterpillar. That was so fun. What do you think, everybody? Don't you agree? These are really fun designs. Really, really fun to do. There we go. So those were all of my projects that I worked on in the month of June. And now I'm excited to share with you some of the new items that I've acquired over the last month to add to my Stitchy collection, and also to share with you a little bit about my experience at the Embroidery Guild seminar that happened early June. So I was really lucky. You know, Barb had asked me, she's the owner of Lizzie Bees. She had asked me if I could help out during that week because the shop was going to be open, and as well as she had a spot at the seminar to set up her, you know, her items to sell to people who have attended the seminar. And this was a really great opportunity for me. I had the chance to work at both, at the store and also at seminar, and meet all the stitchers. For me, like, that's one of the best parts about working at Lizzie Bees. You know, when somebody walks in the door and they have an exciting new project that they're trying to kit up, or, you know, they're getting something framed, or, you know, they're just there to see what's available. It brings me a ton of joy to talk to other stitchers, and that has always been, you know, one of the highlights for me. And attending seminar, I got to meet a lot of stitchers, and from all over, you know, stitchers from all over Canada. And I met some of the teachers that were teaching at seminar. That was really fun. And I got to meet Jennifer. Jennifer is the owner of Embroidery Marketplace from Calgary. She was also a vendor there. And we spent the whole week together getting to know each other and talking about different things and talking about the guild. And it was really fun to meet her too. That was awesome. And I spent a little money at her shop because I had bought some fabric. She helped me throughout the event. She, you know, she would talk to different stitchers. She'd be like, Samantha's kitting up this project. Maybe you could help her pick out a fabric. And so we had a few fabrics on the table, and we know people would walk by and be like, oh, I think you should use this one, or I really like this one. So that was really fun to do. I've had this Shakespeare's Fairies by Mirabilia in my collection for some time now, and I've been stuck on fabric. I've never used the Laurel fabric before, and if you know, I tend to gravitate towards the called for fabric every time. And you know, I really wanted to have some fun with this project. This is a big one. I've been looking forward to this, and I thought I'm gonna have some fun and pick something different than the called for fabric. So we decided to go with, this is a Picture This Plus. How do I say that? Nocturne. Picture This Plus, 32 count. Here's the color, everyone. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So here are some of the Krynecks that go in the design. Look at this sparkle. That are gonna look really amazing on this fabric. We did a floss toss and everything too, with all the beads and all the colors. So one of the things that we thought of was that these blues in the dresses, you know, would they get lost in this? And, you know, as we looked at, we opened up the design, and underneath each part of the dress, there is an outline, and it's outlined in beads and kind of a darker color. So you'll have that definition in between all the way around. And some of those dark, mostly this one I was worried about, and this one here, but yeah, I think it's gonna work really well. The biggest part for me was that these lanterns were going to pop. I really wanted this design to kind of have that feel almost Halloween-y, you know, like the evening of Halloween, going out trick-or-treating. That's what it kind of reminds me of, with those orange, you know, they almost look like pumpkins, but they're lanterns, you know, into the evening. I think it's gonna be awesome. And you guys know, I love Picture This Plus. But I've never stitched a Picture This Plus for Mirabilia before, so that's kind of exciting. I'm hoping that the 32 count is gonna work good with beads. You know, on a hand-dyed fabric like this, I can see it, and I think it's gonna work. I'm gonna give it a go, everybody. This is gonna be a new start coming up soon, because I'm excited to get going on that one. So yay, new fabric. And also there was, during seminar, there was an evening, it was a Thursday night, they had a market night. So there were vendors from all over, people from Ontario, you know, outer Manitoba places. They all came, and it was, oh man, I want to say like 30, 40. There was a lot to look at. And, you know, there were people who were designers that were attending the seminar. They had, you know, their designs and patterns that they were selling. There were there were people who had like patterns and fabric. There was also like wool and things like that, you know. Oh gosh, there were so many. And project bag makers. So I was, you know, setting up a table with Barb, you know, during setup, and a lady came up to me and she was like, oh, Samantha, the Huga Stitcher. Hi, I'm Kim. And she's a bag maker. Her label is called Kim Stitch and Stuff. And Kim was so fun. So I was like, you know what, I'm coming over. I'm gonna come check out your project bags after we get all set up. And I fell in love with this bag because I love butterflies. It's got a cute little tassel here and a cute little butterfly charm. Really adorable. And I love this trim too. That's really fun. This purple trim. And then look at the back. This is what I fell in love with too. I love the colors. This is actually my first project bag that I've ever purchased. All of my other project bags have been gifts. And so this was really fun for me to pick this out. She saved it for me, and yeah, purchased that one. I'm so happy, and it was really fun to meet you, Kim. Really, really fun. So that's cool. I'm excited to add this to my collection, and I'm not sure, something special is gonna go in this bag. That's always fun to pick out what project's gonna go in there. I find for my project bags, I like it to be a project that's gonna be around for a while. Like that's gonna be that project bag for a while, for a good time. Yeah, and then also I purchased everything that I need for this Mirabilia Woodland Fairy. It's been a goal of mine to go through my collection and kit up every single pattern I have. Every single one that I know I'm going to stitch. Usually, you know, in the past, like years ago, I would stitch one thing at a time. And even purchasing a pattern, I would think about it for a long time before I'd be like, okay, I'll buy that one. I'll add it to my collection. I won't stitch it yet. You know, and now I'm like, no way. If I know I'm stitching this, let's get going. Let's get a start, you know, add it to the rotation. And that's been a big goal of mine this year, is to kit everything up. So I have fabric. I have this fabric. It's not the called for, but it's a nice big piece. This is from Witch Hilt. It's a 32 count water lily linen that I must have used for another project. And like, look, I got a nice big piece. It's awesome. It's gonna be perfect. And I think for a woodland fairy, this is gonna be, the colors are gonna look great on there. Those pinks and yellows and golds, and look at her wings. Oh, gonna be so good. I was inspired by Lila D Stitches. She has this as a whip, and when I saw it, I was like, I have that pattern. I have it in my collection. Why is it still sitting there? Let's get going. Let's kit it up. Maybe that will go in this beautiful butterfly bag. That would be really nice. Yeah, so I have all of the colors all kitted up. I have the beads, and I have the Krynic. Actually, I think I'm missing one color of Krynic that was hard to find. But Jennifer from Embroidery Marketplace, she helped me with all the Krynics for these ones. And I have one in here that is a Veriswa. So I've never used a Veriswa metallic thread before. And from what I can see, it is very much like Krynic, but it almost has like a softer feel to it, if that's possible. But I'm excited to give that a go. This is just a classic silver, but great sparkle, right? And to compare the colors, this is a blending filament, and this is the matching color for number 4 braid. That was called for in the design. I'm missing one Krynic, and I believe it was like a aqua blue. Couldn't find that one, but I'll get it. I'll figure it out. So there's that. And one other fun thing that I purchased from Jennifer from Embroidery Marketplace was these tapestry needles. This is a company called Tulip. Now, I first discovered these by watching Debora Carroll. Debora Carroll recently purchased some Tulip needles, and I was like, what are those? I've never even seen those before. And when I saw that Jen had them for sale, I was like, okay, I'm gonna give them a go. And they're really cute. They come in a little glass container. I'll open it up here so that you can see what they look like on the inside. Cute packaging. I love that. I'm a sucker for cute packaging. Anybody else out there like that? Okay, and they come in this little tiny tube, and they've got gold tips. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that. Kind of blurry, huh? But yeah, gold tips and different sizes. This package came with, they say 22, 23, 24, and 25 round tip, cross stitch assorted. So interesting, because those are slightly different numbers than what we're used to. We're used to hearing 26, 28, 24, 22, 20, you know, that sort of thing. And these are different numbers. So that's kind of neat that I'll be able to add some different sizes to my collection. And they come in this cute little tube. That's awesome. I'm excited to try those. And once I do give them a go, I'll let you know how I've been enjoying them, how I like them. So that's fun. Okay, and then this was something that I found. I've been thrifting over the summer with my girls. We've been going to different thrift shops, and every time I go, I'm looking like, where's the cross stitch? Is there any cross stitch anywhere? Are there any needlepoint, you know, pictures that have been framed? Maybe I could rescue one. I'm on the hunt. That's what I'm looking for. And I haven't had much luck, but I did find some perforated paper. So that's cool. I found this came as all together in one bag. So this is a white. I've never seen this company before, and it says $1.99 for how much it was. So I imagine this is quite old, because perforated paper is not $1.99 anymore. But this is a white. There's 2 sheets in here, and I got 2 packages of those. And then this one is like a crew kind of color, and it's a 14 count Mill Hill perforated paper. So I have recently started to fall in love with Mill Hill kits, and I have an ornament that I'm working on right now. It's a sleigh, Santa sleigh. And I thought to myself, you know, once I've done this one, you know, having some extra perforated paper means I could stitch it again, or my daughter could stitch it, or, you know, I don't know. I feel like I'll put some use to this over the years. So I'll add it to my collection, because that will for sure come in handy one day. And then talking about Christmas ornaments, like I am gonna I'm really close to finishing my sleigh that I did on the perforated paper with the Mill Hill kit. I'm to the point now where I've got to do the beading, which I haven't done any beading in a really long time, and I'm really excited about it. And now that it's July, I think it's a good time, you know, Christmas in July, you'd have a couple of projects. Doing an ornament, that's fun. So I'm gonna finish that up, and I'll share it with you next time after I'm done. But I've also decided to bring out my reindeer. So every Christmas, every December, I bring out another Nora Corbett reindeer. These are the Christmas Eve carriers. This one I started in December. This one's called Blitzen. Funny story about Blitzen. It was actually the first reindeer I ever stitched way back when. When were these coming out? 2008? Yeah. Around that time, I had stitched a Nora, this one here, Blitzen, and I had it framed, and I sent it to my sister for Christmas. It was the first pattern I'd ever, you know, shared with my sister, and I thought she would love it. She loves Christmas. And yeah, so then after I stitched the first one, I had decided that's it, I've got to get all the reindeer. I'm going to stitch them all, and I started collecting them and collecting the materials I needed for them. And now that I've, you know, come close to completing the set, I realized, you know, I can't not have Blitzen, you know, for my set. I'm going to have to stitch it again. So I figured, why not, you know, stitch it now than to wait till I finished all of them and go back to it. And it's been a long enough time that I barely remember stitching this one. It was so long ago. So it's kind of like stitching a brand new project again. Really, really love these. So here we go. Here's my progress. I've been working on this the last couple of days. I've almost completed all of the stitching. So all I have left down here is to do all the trees that are at the bottom. I've done the back stitching. I've done a few of the swirlies. Next up is going to be beading, my favorite part. There's also some back stitching that I need to do that goes around the whole border. This is all shiny Krynic, shiny gold Krynic. And these colors, these are the colors here. These are the Krynics. To me, this is the best Christmas gold. Like if you're doing a stocking or Christmas ornament and you need a gold Krynic, this is the one. This is the winner. It's number 4 braid, number 28. That's the winner. I love it. There's so many golds. Like if, you know, there's so many golds in Krynic, but this is my favorite one for Christmas. And then there's a red one in there. I have all the colors. I've got white, green, kind of a sparkly blue. These are all the colors that are in the set of the reindeer. So the one thing that I loved about the reindeer set is you could kit it up one of them, and you pretty much have everything you need to kit up all of them. So I went ahead and I kitted up all the colors that are possibly needed for every single reindeer. And you'll, like, there's a water lily silk, this one here, which is number 204, Umbria. Beautiful color. One skein should last you the whole collection, I think, because I've bought a second one and I haven't used it yet. And Whisper for the tail from Rainbow Gallery. That's what you need. You get these, you get the colors, you can stitch them all. There's also, there's a lot, unfortunate part, there is a lot of Magnifica beads in this one. But I've been hearing stitchers talk about different, you know, different beads that you could use instead of, if you can't get your hands on them. And I might need to do that for my Rapunzel, because I can't find them. But there's a lot of charms. So I kitted them all up and added all the charms in here, and away I go. I think I have 4 more left to go. And I stitched the sleigh. So I'm really excited to get back to this week. I'm hoping to finish it up right away. Hopefully you'll be able to see that on my next episode. Yeah. And then that's usually how it goes. Finish this up in July, put it away, and then come December, I'll bring out a new reindeer that I haven't stitched yet, and away I go. I like to finish one every year. So that's that. I think that's everything, everybody. That's everything that I have planned for today. What are my plans for the rest of July? Basically to do some more Christmas. And I'm thinking about doing a whip parade because now that I'm up to 20 whips, that's kind of fun. I thought it would be really fun to do a whip parade for my 2-year anniversary, which is coming up at the beginning of August, and to kickstart the August 1st stitch along with the summer Quaker Live in the Sunshine sale. So that's all the things that are coming up right away. I'm also hoping that my girlfriend, she has been working on project bags and has been making some really cool caddies, and she's gonna be launching a website soon where she can sell all of her creations, and she's done a really amazing job so far of the things that she's put together. And so I'm really excited to be able to share that with you once she's ready to go. And so that's something really cool to look forward to. I'm excited about, she's excited about. And yeah, I hope you all are having a fantastic start to summer. and enjoying the beautiful weather and your families and the outdoors and gardening and all the things and stitching. Isn't it funny? I find that there are some people out there that they consider cross stitching a winter activity, right? Like when things are cold, stay inside, cross stitch. I'm a cross stitcher all year, and I find because the summer our sun is out longer, and that's when the sun is up and I want to be stitching. Like when it's really, really hot outside, I want to stay inside and stay cool anyways. And the sun, I got great sunlight and away I stitch. What about you? Are you like that too? Do you like to stitch year round? Are you a seasonal stitcher, only stitch during the winter months? Or do you stitch all year round like me? Curious to know. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll be back again, probably in 3 weeks before the stitch along, starting August 1st. I look forward to seeing you then. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.